Speaker A.
On Mondays at school, a group of us always talk about whatever movies we saw at the weekend. On Saturdays, I often get together with my classmates and we see all the latest releases together. I can't remember the last time I saw a film with my parents. We just don't have much in common anymore.
Speaker B.
My parents are both teachers, so you'd imagine I'd have no trouble at all academically. When I was little, it was great because we had a really great relationship. But nowadays, all we seem to do is argue, and that causes a lot of conflict between us, so I don't really feel I can go to them for help. My friends aren't much help either, as they've all got the same problem. Thank goodness I get on really well with my tutor at university. She's very approachable, and if I'm struggling with an assignment, I find her advice really helps me.
Speaker C.
My parents are quite old, so I feel as though they're out of touch with the modern world. They don't seem to have any idea of what things cost. I'm hoping to get a car in the next few months, but I'll be taking my older brother along to help. We used to fight a lot when we were growing up, but there's a really close bond between us now. He's already had a few cars, so I'm sure he'll be a great help.
Speaker D.
I play the violin and the piano, and my granddad is a great cello player. A lot of my friends at school listen to all the popular bands and singers, but my tastes are totally different. I prefer classical music, and they just don't understand it at all. Luckily, Grandad shares my taste, so we often buy CDs and talk about them together.
Recording 1B.
Tell me about your family. Well, my immediate family is relatively small, just my parents, my two brothers and me. But both of my parents come from very large families, so my extended family is very large. I have 25 cousins. Our family gatherings are pretty chaotic, but fun. We're a very close-knit family. Even though we don't live together anymore, the family ties are still very strong. When we were little, there wasn't very much sibling rivalry between us. I think it's because we had a very stable upbringing. Both of my parents played a very active role in our school life and our home life, and they taught us to resolve our conflicts in a very fair way. I consider myself very lucky.
Who are you most similar to in your family?
Well, you can see a very clear family resemblance between my brothers and me, but everyone tells me that the physical resemblance between me and my maternal grandmother is very striking. Sadly, I never got to meet her because she died before I was born. But I've seen photographs of her at my age, and we're quite alike. Other than that, I think I have my father's temperament. We're both very stubborn. But thankfully, I also inherited his mathematical brain.
And what do you think it takes to be a good parent?
Well, I don't think just anyone can be a good parent. Not everyone has the right instincts. I think I have a very strong maternal instinct because I love taking care of small children. So I hope to become a mother one day. I think it takes a great deal of patience and love.
Recording 1C. You will hear talking to the parent of a new child.
Good morning. My name is Bob Ferguson and I'm the Director of Ascot Childcare Centre.
Oh, good morning. I'm Sally Ann Cullen. I made an appointment to enrol my daughter.
That's right. I've got the application form right here. Now, first I need some personal details. So the family name is Cullen, is that right?
That's right.
Now, what about your daughter? What does she like to be called?
Oh, her name is Alexandra, but we'll just call her Alex. A-L-E-X.
Great. As you know, we organise the children into different age groups. There's the babies group, the toddlers, aged 2 to 3, and the preschoolers. They're aged 4 to 5. How old is your daughter?
Well, she'd go into the toddler group. She's just turned 3.
And we always like to make a note of our children's birthdays so we can celebrate it all together if they're at the centre on that day. When was she born?
The 8th of November.
Fine. And we also find it's a great help to know about siblings. Sometimes a problem at the centre can be related to problems with a sibling. Does she have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, a brother, Fraser. He's 2 years older.
So that would make him 5, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Fine. Now, we also need a contact address. Where do you live?
It's 108 Park Road. That's P-A-R-K, Maidstone.
Good. Now, last of all, we need a telephone number we can call if there are any problems.
Oh, well, I'll be at work and so will my husband, so the best number to call is 3467 8890.
Right. And is that a close relative?
Yes, it's my mother-in-law's number.
We prefer to make a note of how the person is related to the child, so I'll write down grandmother.
Yes, that does make more sense.
Now, that's all of the personal details. We also like to try and get a picture of your child's personal development. Can you tell me if there are any specific problems she's having? For example, does she get on well with other children? Is sleeping a problem?
Oh, she gets on well with others, I think, but she does have trouble sleeping. We gave up her daytime nap a long time ago.
That's good to know. I'll make a note of that. She can just have some quiet time while the others are resting if she likes.
That should be fine. She enjoys drawing quietly.
Right. Now, what about other skills? We occasionally take the children swimming, fully supervised, of course, and we only go in a paddling pool as we don't expect them to swim by themselves yet. Does your daughter need a lot of help getting changed?
No, not at all. In fact, she's been able to get dressed in the mornings for over a year now, so no problems there.
That must be a big help for you. Now, what about the childcare arrangements? Are there any specific days you require?
Well, I work Monday to Wednesday, but my mother-in-law has agreed to look after her on Wednesdays.
So does that mean that you'll just need Monday and Tuesday for now?
That's right.
And what about the pick-up time? We offer extended hours for parents who work a great distance away.
I work until 3 o'clock, but it takes me about half an hour to drive home, so ideally I'd like to pick her up at 4 if that's okay.
That would be fine. Now, is there any other information you'd like?